guys, today we're going to be spending a whole day eating here in San Bruno. I'm super excited because I feel like so many people sleep on San Bruno as a food spot here in the Bay Area. But there's so many hidden gems here that are worth trying, from the best Peking duck ever to Michelin-recommended tacos. And if you guys like videos like this and want to see more, please give me a thumbs up. That would seriously help so much. And yeah, let's go eat. Definitely made a mistake by coming here on the weekend. It's so packed and there are just lines everywhere. So first stop, we are here at Diamond Head General Store. It really feels like we've been transported straight into Hawaii. As you walk right into the store, you can see all kinds of Japanese and Hawaiian products on the shelves, different kinds of musubi and onigiris laid out. We're mainly here to check out the restaurant inside of the market, which is super busy. They serve different kinds of Hawaiian plate lunches, poke bowls, and even shaved ice. So today we got a little bit of everything to try. People have raved about this place having the top 10 best fried chicken here in the Bay Area. So we had to get the mochiko chicken plate. We also got loco moco with meatloaf patty, as well as the Hawaiian-style poke. So what we have here is the fried mochiko chicken. Look at how insane this portion is. As you can see here, the crust is nicely golden, and I think it's dressed in this light sauce. It smells so good. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, this is so good. The chicken is so crispy and it's so moist and tender inside. And don't even get me started on the batter. I really love how you're getting the flavor of that mochiko chicken, but also the crispiness and the crunch of the southern fried chicken. Definitely the best of both worlds happening right here. And the sauce is so addictive. It's literally sweet, savory. I seriously understand why people say this is one of the best fried chicken in the Bay, because yeah, it's literally fried to perfection and just an explosion of flavor. The chicken plate actually comes with the mac salad, so let's check it out. Okay. I was expecting it to be sweet, but it's actually more black peppery, more creamy, and there's like a nice acidity from the mayo. Very savory mac salad. So here we have the loco moco with meatloaf patty. It's honestly as big as the size of my face. Look at how gigantic that patty is. And it's smothered in gravy and has its 2 eggs on top. Let's give it a try. The gravy is definitely on the thick side. It's really rich and savory. The meat patty actually has so much beef flavor and it's pretty moist inside and really well cooked. And I really like how they've seared the top of that patty so you can get that nice char flavor as well. The only tiny critique I have is that I wish there's a little bit more of acidity in this dish. Just missing something like pickles to cut through all that fat, because right now it just leans kind of rich and heavy. It's feeling a tad bit one note, but overall it's still very solid loco moco, not bad. So here we have the Hawaiian-style tuna poke. They give you 1 pound of tuna and it's topped with scallions, onions, and some crunchy balls. And underneath that would be the bed of rice with furikake. So they actually charge it by market price at around $29. Not cheap at all. This might be the most expensive bowl of poke I've ever bought. It better be worth it. Wow, I'm super impressed by this. The tuna is literally so tender and basically melt in my mouth. I was not expecting that. Super fresh, and it's so well marinated with that soy garlic flavor. And I'm actually getting a spicy kick. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Maybe they marinated it with chilies. The rice is super seasoned as well. You can taste the sesame oil, and together with the onions, it just adds this really nice crunchy bite to it. For the amount of quality tuna that they're giving you, which is like 1 pound, I honestly think it's worth the $29, because you can definitely share this portion with 2 people. It's a lot of fish. Highly recommend. Okay, time for dessert. I saw their butter mochi at the counter and I just could not resist getting one. Just look at how thick and moist it looks. And I really love how there's a lovely crust right here. All right, let's give this a try. The mochi texture is definitely there. Very, very chewy, very buttery, and I love that it's not too sweet. The sweetness really reminds me of hints of coconut. It's just such a nice flavor, and I'm obsessed with the texture. It's so chewy. It really is a nice mochi inside. You have to get this. So for the dessert finale, we got the shaved ice. Look at how gorgeous and huge this is. There's literally a wall of flavors to choose from, and we got ume, which would be the orange color, and lilikoi. Let's give it a try. Wow, this is so good. It's not too sweet. Passion fruit flavor really comes through. It's very tart, it's really tangy. I would highly recommend that as a flavor. And the shaved ice is just so perfect. Literally melt in your mouth. A very, very fluffy texture to it. Seriously like eating snow. And now let's try the ume flavor. This one is actually less tart. So ume is actually a Japanese plum, and I would say this flavor is super authentic. More on the sweet side. I think I definitely prefer the passion fruit flavor a lot more just because it leans sour, and I just have a bias for that. Overall, I'm super, super impressed by the shaved ice. Really authentic to how I've had it in Hawaii. So right now we're heading towards the taqueria. It is a little bit out of way, maybe a 15-minute walk away from the main strip, but I heard it's worth it, so let's find out. We are now here at Taqueria San Bruno. This place is truly a hole-in-the-wall located in the middle of nowhere. It's like an industrial strip, I think. They've been around here for 30 years and they've been featured on the Michelin guide several times in the past. So I'm super excited to check it out. I love that they have a self-serve salsa bar here. There's pico de gallo, salsa verde, salsa roja, pickles, jalapenos. Perfect to eat with their complimentary homemade chips. Dip it in that green sauce. So crunchy and refreshing, and it's free. I feel like these days you can't take it for granted here in the Bay Area. Look at all the tacos here. They arrive super fast. We have a fish taco here, the carnitas, as well as al pastor. So a lot of people actually recommended the fish taco. As you can see here, there's like chunks of grilled fish topped with salsa verde and cilantro. Looks super yummy. Let's see what the hype is all about. Wow. The fish is super, super juicy, and you can just taste the char from the grill. So tender and nice. And there's also this really nice acidity that's coming from the onions. Very, very delicious. I usually prefer fried fish tacos, but honestly, this is so impressive. Very, very well-balanced taco. Al pastor is usually my go-to choice when it comes to tacos. Just look at how charred the meat is. I love it when I see that nice orange because that means it's marinated well in that adobo sauce. So excited to try this. Oh yeah, I just love, love, love that sweet savory combo. Pork is juicy, it's nicely charred and seared. Very, very smoky flavors. And you can definitely taste the sweetness and the tartness from the pineapple. It has good amount of acidity in it, which is why it's such a yummy, well-balanced taco. I'm honestly really impressed with the marinade. So much flavor. I would come back for this alone. Finally, we have the carnitas taco. Let's give it a try. Okay, it's definitely crispy carnitas, which I really appreciate. Only critique that I have is that it's a tad bit dry when it comes to the meat. The sauces would elevate it. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna dip it in their green sauce. Sauces definitely brings out that meat flavor more. Now I feel like this is a much better bite. But this is kind of my least favorite among the fish and the al pastor. We're now here at Aqua Club Dessert, and they're a small boba dessert cafe that's been around for the last few years. They offer different kinds of tea drinks and desserts like waffle sundaes and panna cottas. I heard amazing things about their genmaicha green tea. Honestly, a rare find from a boba shop. If you don't know what it is, genmaicha is basically Japanese roasted brown rice green tea. This shop combines it with matcha as well, so it gives it this light green color that you're seeing. Let's give it a try. Gonna give it a mix. Ooh, this is so good. Oh my God. I can definitely taste each component of the drink, from the nuttiness of that roasted rice tea to the creaminess of the matcha to the oat milk. The roasted rice flavor is very, very prominent in this tea, which I really love. Definitely a drink with depth. So, so good and not too sweet. Highly, highly recommend this. We're finally here at Boiling Beijing, which is our final stop for today. It's actually a Michelin-recommended spot that specializes in broad northern Chinese cuisine, and they're famous for their Peking duck. As someone who is a 头三头者香港人 but have traveled to Beijing several times, this place has the best Peking duck in the entire Bay Area, in my opinion. And you know it's hella legit when all the customers around you speak Mandarin or Cantonese. What's really cool is that you can actually see the chefs working the duck here in the kitchen. And if you want to get the Peking duck here, I would absolutely recommend calling ahead. I believe they offer a small and a large portion. Justin and I are big bags here, so we decided to get a large one to share between the two of us. So I actually despise vegetables. I hate eating vegetables. But with this dish, it's an absolute exception because of how fragrant and flavorful it is. It's a griddled cooked cabbage with pork. I think this dish is from the Sichuan area since they love dry pots over there. So it comes in this griddle that's actually lit by a real candle fire. The cabbage and the pork is just stir-fried together with this really savory and spicy sauce. It literally smells so good. All right, let's give it a go. I just love the acidity in the sauce. It's like vinegary, really savory. You can taste the pork fat in there as well. I also taste the spice from the peppercorns. It's overall just a really, really fragrant dish. The cabbage is blanched perfectly, giving that nice glossy texture with a nice crunch. And paired with the seared pork bits, it's just mwah. You get the salt, the acid, and fat together. It's just perfection. Super, super delicious. They made it into a flower. Just look at how beautiful this is. It's literally a piece of art. Are you seeing this? So each duck actually comes with the traditional condiments. That would include the scallions, the cucumber, beets, as well as the sugar dip. I just love seeing that beautiful, shiny, glossy skin. The duck here is just so beautifully carved. You can definitely see the knife work being showcased here. They also separated some of the skin from the meat, so it's perfect for the sugar dip. I'm gonna hold it super close so you can hear how crispy it is. Oh my God. It's like super, super crispy. The sugar really elevates the duck skin because it just melts with the duck fat, creating an explosion of flavors that is salty, umami, slightly sweet. Sounds like a really weird combo, but it actually works. So whoever invented this, thank you. Just look at how beautiful this knife work is. Oh my God. I'm jizzing. The skin and meat ratio is so perfect. It's so crispy and the meat is extremely tender. You can really taste the duck in there. It's marinated super well with spices. So, so addictive. And along with the bean paste sauce, the sweetness really elevates the meat. So I usually like to spread the sauce on the crepe first and then put a few slices of the duck and add the rest of the condiments like cucumbers and ta-da! This is gonna taste so good. I already know it. Just wow. My mind is just blown every single time I have the Peking duck here. So many amazing textures going on. The crispiness from the duck, the crunchiness of the cucumber, along with the really sweet savory sauce. The crepe is so nice. Don't even get me started on the crepe. So this pancake right here is supposed to be paper thin. It's moist enough without it feeling too rubbery or too chewy. And if the wrappers are not good, it really throws off the entire balance of the duck. It ruins the entire dining experience. Destroyed. Super, super sad. No bueno. But here at Boiling Beijing, they actually managed to achieve that perfect texture and consistency with their pancakes, which is the reason why I keep coming back. But Peking tinap is one of my most favorite dishes of all time. And I'm just so glad I'm able to find a good place outside of China. And when you get the Peking duck, they actually give you a choice to use the remaining bones and meat for either soup or stir fry. And we're gonna try the soup from the duck. It looks like there's some tofu in here, some cabbage, and of course some duck bits. Cheers. You really get that creaminess from the collagen and the bones. So savory, and the duck subtleness is so nice. Really, really hearty, not too salty at all. It's just the right amount. This is like duck elixir. Oh my god, that was so good. Honestly, one of the best meals I've had in a long time. So my top 3 for today is, I don't even think you have to guess. It's definitely the Peking duck. That's my number 1. I'm super biased here. I just think the skin is so crispy and the duck is so flavorful. The crepes are perfect. It's just such a good meal. It just takes incredible skill to do a duck this well, and I just think it's super authentic outside of Beijing, in my not so humble opinion. My second favorite is the mochiko chicken. It was so crispy and flavorful as well, but in a different way. Very moist and tender inside, and I just really like that sweet savory sauce it comes with. I also really love the Alpha Store tacos. It was super well marinated and charred nicely. In terms of critiques, I think the loco moco is definitely more on the one-note side. Don't get me wrong, it's still good, but if we just added more acidity components to it, I think that would elevate it to the next level. And I was also kind of expecting the Japanese plum flavor from the shaved ice to be on the sour side, but it was actually kind of sweet. It's not a super big deal, but I was a little bit disappointed, even though it did taste like Japanese plum. And yeah, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for coming with us on this tour. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye!